What's good, guys? What's good? Yeah, happy Tuesday today. Beautiful Tuesday. Let me drop down the volume here. Yeah, I think it should be good. Let me try and share the stream as well. Let me share the stream to our platforms and share the stream as well if you can. Yeah. Animation is gonna go live, so I know for a fact that not many people know that we're live right now. So if you can, just help me share the stream. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll do like a London Station stream. I hope you guys know that London Station is actually 9, right? Let me put on my chart here. It's currently 9. It's not 8. It's actually 9. So that's what we have for New York Station right now. Yeah. It's changed. I told you that even last week. Yeah, I told you that even last week. Remember I mentioned that? I showed you guys actually. Yeah, I showed you this. I say daylight saving changes shifts, right? Yeah, it happens twice every day. So if you're coming in now, you're wondering why are you going live now? You always go live around 8. It's because it's actually I was saying a daylight saving change. All right, so you can see currently London Station. If I zoom in here, all right, notice this. If I zoom in here, you can see this is a London Station's candle. This one right here. All right. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, right? So we're back on stream here. Got the club going up on Tuesday. A good day to win. Facts. No doubt about that. I'll be in Lusaka in 3 weeks' time. Hope the invite to the office is still open. Oh, Charlie, I think I'll be out of the country by then. If you're staying here for some time, probably we could always arrange. But I'm most likely to be out of the country for most of this month. Yeah, most of this month. So you should be traveling in a bit. But again, when we're back, probably we could arrange that. But I'm always down, Charlie. You always know me. I'm always down for that. So just let me know when you're in. Congrats, Mr. Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right, let's go back on the charts. This is gold right now on a 30 minutes time frame. If you look at let's look at the daily first and foremost, right? If you look at the daily time frame here, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, and then we have a chart looking like this. All right, this is a daily chart. Okay, my biggest interest here is to try and understand the flow of volume, right? Like how volume is flowing and how candles are actually moving. All right, first and foremost, you can see we have an area of interest here. Okay, this is the daily time frame. Then we have another area of interest up here. All right, I'm only interested in these 2 areas simply because that's the closest point in price. All right, so if price was to break, like let's say it goes up, breaks here, most likely it's going to go up. It's going to go up, right? Yeah. So that's probably my biggest interest. Again, if price was to break this support here, it most likely would go like that, right? Correct. So yeah, right now it looks like it's been a small range on a high time frame, but it's been a retracement, I think, because if you look at this, gold has been overall bullish, right? If I zoom out like this, it's been a very bullish trend, extremely bullish. Yeah, extremely bullish for the last couple of days, if not months, actually, since August. In fact, not only since August, right? If you zoom out, it's been very bullish since November last year. Well, not since November, but since whenever. It's been bullish. So I think it's still in a bullish trend long term. But again, I don't swing personally. So time frames like this is not like my biggest interest per se. All right. My biggest interest is to scale down to like lower time frames. But again, doing all this, is like trying to understand the structure, right? Like I just want to understand what structure is the market in, right? So you can see here that we have a range, and it appears as though we came to the upper side of this range, right? You see this? This is the upper side of the range. This is the lower part of the range, right? It looks like we are doing something like this, right? I think the best case scenario is that price might want to fall down, right? Possibly because it's on the upper side of the range, it might want to fall down. That's the best case scenario. But again, we're going to investigate that and see if that's what is most likely going to happen, right? Because we don't want to be caught off guard, right? Yeah, but again, price is ranging. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, yeah, it's ranging. So I'll try and like scale down to like a 30 minutes time frame. But even though it's ranging, if I put out a fib here, look at this. If I put out a fib from like this high to like this low, notice what is happening right there. Do you guys see it? Yeah, it looks like we are in a correctional move. We've been in a correctional move. It looks like it. Okay, this is the impulse, and then price went up, came down, went up again, came down, went up again, and now we're somewhere here, right? So it looks like we're in a correction move. Like this is just like a correction move right here. This extract that I put out here looks like a correction move. Congratulations for second junior NAS. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You haven't replied on Telegram. What's your message? What is your message, Ignatius? Let's find Ignatius on Telegram. Let me go check. Ignatius. Ignatius. Okay, Ignatius. Good morning, sir. I made a deposit. Can you add me to the group? Okay, fine. Ignatius, you're getting a reply right now. Okay? You're getting a reply. So, hi. I'll tell you to send proof of your account. Ignatius, check your DMs right now. Okay? Since I didn't respond to you, now you can check your DMs. I hope that's good. Yeah. How long have you been trading for? I've been trading for some years now, but don't get challenged by that. I could have been doing the wrong thing for so many years. Well, if I was, probably I won't be here. But again, I think I have been doing something right. But I would say the first three years or something were very terrible because I wasn't making any progress. All right. But I mean, here we are. Yeah, guys, gold looks like it's in a correction move. If price is here, the easiest thing that we can anticipate is if price can break this, it can go to this level. Okay, if it can break this, like break that, we can go to this level. So it means that we have a very high possibility that price, if it breaks that level, we could go to the downside. I'm looking at all this on a higher time frame though, like just trying to give you like a whole bigger perspective. If you do swing, this is a very good perspective too. It looks like 50 level has been holding the price as much. All right, but let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's look at like 30 minutes time frame, my favorite time frame. All right, so if you look at 30, right, don't mind my screen having a lot of stuff there, but it's just like stations being. I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I could get rid of some of the stations in the past because they crowd up my chart a lot. But I'll try and see if I can do that, especially when the market is ranging like this. It's like a lot of things on the chart for no reason. I hate that actually. I don't like to have like a crowded chart. It sucks. Doesn't make sense. Right, but yeah, Asian stations high. The daily trading open is somewhere here, right? Most likely, price might be doing something like this. Okay, here. It might be going for a hit there. Maybe create resistance before we can press the downside. That's what I'm thinking, right? You know why I'm thinking that? There's some kind of like exhaustion. Like there's some exhaustion here, right? So let's look at this as an area of interest. Okay, there's some kind of like exhaustion around that level. So I'll wait to see if maybe price can create some sort of like a resistance. If it doesn't create resistance in here, maybe it can break. But I do think that price could come and create a resistance in here, right? Right now, we look like we have so much buying pressure. Not as crazy as such, well, because maybe we're moving from this here. Yeah, you see this level? Yeah. But again, I feel like it's still in a downtrend. And the downtrend we're looking at here is this lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lows, and maybe we're making a high and then maybe we can continue going to the downside. Correct, right? This is an extract there, right? So if that's what we're doing, I think I could anticipate for a sell inside this exhaustion level. So I'll watch this exhaustion level. I do think that price could come all the way back to that level. Yeah, I've already exited with a clean 100 points. Nice, it's good to see that. Yeah, I've sent. Beautiful, Ignatius. So you get a response now from my admin from there. Okay. have admins that work overtime. So when they check, they're gonna admit you. Just make sure that your account is like $50. If it's not, you won't get in. All right. So VIP, you get in if your account is like $50 or more. It's free, but you get in with your account $50 or more. Right. Kindly check out BTC USD. Okay, not a problem. No stress. We'll check out BTC USD. Let's check out BTC. But this is my anticipation on gold. Right. Don't say I didn't tell you. Just wait for proper confirmation. As a matter of fact, let's just say that we will look to sell if price gets into this area. All right. Perfect. Right. Perfecto. I think that should be good. Yeah. Let's try and look at BTC USD. Mhm. Is it okay to draw a fib across Asian sanctions range? Yeah, if you mean drawing a fib, why is it moving up? Why is the music so high? Okay, no, it's not. Yeah, if you want to draw a fib, like maybe from Asian stations high to currently post Asian stations low, I think that'll be okay as well. Because now the idea, I get it, is maybe you're looking at a lower time frame, like let's say 15 or 5. Yeah, possibly maybe even 5. Yeah, possibly 5. And then you're looking at this because now like all this is like an impulse on a 5 minute time frame, and then you have a correctional move that's around 61.8 right now. Okay, so I get what you mean. So if this is the correction move and price is going back to like 61.8, right? There's a high chance that maybe if we do create resistance here, we could also fall from right there without actually even going to hit exhaustion level, which is back into this area here. Yeah, but again, I think there'll be need for loss of confirmation. I think your best confirmation should happen on a 15. Yeah, I think on your 15 minutes time frame. I'm thinking so. Yeah, maybe on a 15. Meaning that if price was to break the low, okay, if price was to break the low, let me put an alert here. If price was to break the low of the recent 50 minutes candle, which is the bullish candle that we have right there, I could look for sell, yes. So that means my sell would look like something like this. If we can break this low, if we don't break that low, I don't see a need to take a sell right there. It'll look like this. Maybe 1, 2, 3 will be something like that. Yeah. But we're not trying to rush the trade, right? We want to wait to see if maybe price can still go back in exhaustion level, which is this exhaustion here. If it does, well, even good, even better. I like how you explain these trades. Okay, beautiful. I like that you like how I explain the trades. Can you kindly show guides on the station times in CAT? Yes, currently, currently CAT. Yes, this is CAT, right? Currently, New York station is going to be at 16:30. Right, because like check here, this is +2 is CAT, correct, right? So if you look for +2 here, right, this is CAT. Currently it's 9:17. That's 9:17 up there, and then this is right now 9:15, which is in sync, right? So London station started about like 70 minutes ago. All right, so we're currently in London right now. Okay, yeah. So everything shifts by an hour ahead. So what was New York station at 15:30 is now New York station at 16:30 now. What was London station at 8 is now London station at 9. Makes sense, right? This happens, guys, every year, like twice every year. I know for a fact it happens in November. It also happens in March. Every year it happens. All right? Yeah. I'll bring a guest tomorrow on the stream. A very good Zambian trader. I'll bring a guest tomorrow, and you guys should ask your questions and interact with him. I think he's a good guy. He understands his stuff. You know, I've known him for some time as well. I think he understands what he does, so I'll probably bring him on tomorrow. We can have good conversations here. And yeah, the order of the day. Anyway, let's look at BTC USD. Let's go look at BTC USD. BTC USD. Very good asset. I was trading this asset over the weekend, but I was just holding it a position. I think I held a buy to a certain level. I can't remember where, but I think somewhere these heights or something. Yeah, then I closed it. Yeah, no, not even here actually. Could have been up there, whatever, but could have been up there. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, I'll only look at 4-hour here because I know this market is bearish, and you can see it clearly, right? Very bearish market. We're filling up this week on the left side. Okay, so filling up this week means that the lows to this candle, right, is where the week fill starts. And then if we're going to fill it up, we could go all the way to down here, right? And then already we've gone close to that level. So probably there's a possibility that price would want to go down. There's lots of volume, a lot of volume. I don't know what is happening here. What is happening? In October, BTC USD fell 4% in the worst monthly drop in 7 years, affected by tariffs. Yeah, which obviously threats from the President Trump. And the comments by Fed chairperson Powell on interest rates. But this is just like a recap. This is not what's affecting markets. Yeah. Okay, what did I just do? I need to zoom out of my chart. Oh, what is happening here? Let me correct this. What did I just do? Let me correct this. Okay, I need to scale out. I need to scale out. Yeah. Let's try and see how we can do this. There we go. Then let me bring back the screen here. Yeah, I think BTC is in a very bearish market right now. That's what I think. I think it's a very bearish market right now. If you look at it, it looks like a very bearish market. But I think the key thing here is, where do you get in? Like, where do you make the entry from, right? I kind of feel like if you haven't yet, probably missed some very good entries earlier, right? Especially during Asian session, because you can see lots of feedback during Asian. I think whatever is going to happen here is going to be a continuation. Yeah, no doubt about that. This level, let me take it out, is going to be this level, right? If price was to decide, okay, to kind of like, go back, we have an area of interest here. If price was to decide to fall off any other level, right, it most likely could be this level, right? But I do think that we could just get a continuation. If you're not in these trades, just like myself, well, two things. You could wait for a break here, all right, and then trade a continuation of this break, like a continuation down here, right? If not, maybe price would be interested to like retrace into this area before it can fall to the downside. So wait for two things. It's a clean downtrend, but also if price is really interested about retracing, okay? Let's see if it can retrace as far back as 60 or 50, right? If it doesn't, I think it could fall off even where it is. That is if it doesn't. Well, from the look of things, it looks like it wants to fall off right where it is. Yeah. From the look of things, it looks like price wants to, how do you manage family and business? I have a secret for you. Do you have a family though? Just manage your time, basically. Yeah. Okay, fine. So if this was to happen like this, maybe this could be a good trade. If that candle that we have could close bearish, maybe this could be a good trade. The candle that's happening right now, this could be a good trade. Okay, you'll be risking about like 75 points to make 220 something points. It's good. I think it'll be good. But let's wait for the candle. Gold just tapped into exhaustion area. Really? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. We don't want to miss out on that. Yeah, it just did. But you see, there's no confirmation yet. Let's reload this. There's no confirmation yet. Yeah, it just tapped into. We just told the markets to tap into this area, and it did. So let's check out this. Fibs won't apply here. What's going to be applied here is you're going to be trading a bounce, right? Like bounce off an important area of interest, which in this case is this entire exhaustion area. Look at where this exhaustion comes from. Okay, do you see that? Do you see that this exhaustion is not just happening because of today, right? It was happening here, okay? It happened here as well, okay? It is happening here. Well, most likely could happen as well, okay, where it is here. But we want confirmation, okay? No confirmation, no entry. We're looking for proper confirmation. And the confirmation that we need is to see a bearish candle close. Yeah, if the bearish candle closes, then we can get into this trade. If it doesn't, I don't think it would be wise to do that. But let's just wait. Okay. Yeah, guys, this looks like a very good trade setup here. This looks like a very good trade setup. This looks like a very good trade setup because we have this here. It looks like a very good trade setup in terms of like continuation. Let's see how this, okay, if we wait so much for this, price is going to move further. I think it's a good spot to take sells. Yeah, I think it's a good spot to take some sells. I do think so. Please look at pound yen. Okay. Gold is melting upside. There's nothing like melting upside often. Yeah, but it's just maybe going to the upside. Let's all like the stream, guys. If you enjoy what we're doing here, you always enjoy when we come here. Just like the stream, right? And make sure you register an account with the link I have in the description to be added to our VIP platform. You can get all my trades inside there. Okay. Let me not say all, but you can get most of my trades. All right. Yeah, for the core purpose that you have an account registered using the link that's in the description. Simply that. That's all. All right. So I'll provide you assistance in terms of your trading and stuff like that. All right. We haven't gotten our first trade yet in the VIP this week. I noticed we had a lot of ranging markets yesterday. I try to stay away because of that, but also it doesn't mean that we can't trade today. Did you buy your first car from Forex? 100%. 100%. I bought a lot of things from Forex than just a car. My first car was a Toyota Premiers. Yeah, I even forgot, but something like that. Some time back. This was my first car, and then I moved from that. I think I bought. I can't remember what else, but I think I bought another car in between that I sold the week after I bought it. Yeah, I think it was like an Audi A4. It was like a very old one. It's a very old one. I bought it very cheap though. But somebody told me, look, I wouldn't advise that you keep this car because it looks like it's in its dying phase. You know, you bought a car that's already almost dead. So I had to sell it quickly. And I lost money off doing that. You know, like you buy a car the same week and sell it off the week after. You know, I had to sell it for a cheap price because the person who had to buy it, you know, didn't agree to the price that I bought it for. But, you know, the cost of making bad decisions, right? But you have to make them. When you're climbing up the ladder, you make these bad decisions. Make as many terrible decisions. Okay? Leave as much room to make as many terrible decisions as you can. You learn a lot from that. A lot. You learn a lot from that. How is TradeView being used with Exodus? Well, I am just simply using TradingView to do my analysis, and then I'm taking my trades on my Exodus terminal on my phone, on MT5 using my Exodus account, obviously. So, yeah, I'm into this trade, guys. BTC sell. Okay, don't say I didn't tell you. I'm into this trade. I've been registered for some time. Can I join the VIP? Yes. If you have an account with the link in the description, the first link to this video, the first link to this live stream, and you have it funded, send me a hi on my Telegram or my WhatsApp, and then I'm going to add you to the VIP. I was going to show you what VIP we have. Let's see. Yeah, let's see where the VIP is. Okay, we can't see where VIP is, but let's try and bring this here. My brother is driving the car outside and he's making a lot of noise. I hope the noise is not reaching you guys' ears here. But yeah, anyway, BDC, okay, this is a VIP here, all right? This is a VIP. So you can join this platform and you could obviously gain access to multiple trades that I send and will be sending in the future, all right? Yeah, so I send out like chart breakdowns and we send out the trade there as well. And then, yeah, if they play out, we send the after as well. Same analysis, same everything. We did trade FOMC live last week. If you guys noticed, we're live trading FOMC last week inside here, right? Inside here, yeah. But we have another platform, which is obviously like a premium group. It's on Discord. Well, that's for people who can afford that. If you can afford, you can join this. Absolutely free. All right. Yeah. So that's how it goes. Let's go. Ask me some questions. I'm in a trade. Yes, I'm in a trade on BTC USD. Do you make all your money from trading? Most of my money. Oh, in profits already. In profits already. Yeah, easy, right? In profits already. Let me show you. Look at this. Easy in profits already. Yeah. Can I pay for November VIP subscription? Yes, yes. I'll post about it. The thing is, I forgot to post. I think my admins didn't too. We'll post about it. But you can join VIP for it's like Discord premium group for November. We're saying our trades this month, obviously. I've never seen your brother. You should invite him one day. He's always around me. I've got a lot of brothers actually, not one. So I don't know which one you've never seen, but they're always around me. What's your stop loss on BTC? My stop on BTC is 105, 342. 105, 342. Yeah. Is it possible to really make money from trading? No, it's not. You can't make money from trading. You can't make money from trading. This guy thinks that we're playing, we're here to play around maybe on this trade. No, I can't say we're taking a sell yet on gold. No, all right? I can't say we're taking a sell yet, all right? Yeah, don't get tempted because of these small candles on a 5 minutes time frame. Wait for either 15. I probably will be waiting for 15. And then I'll put an alert. Let me put an alert somewhere here, okay? I'll put an alert right here, okay? So meaning that I'll sacrifice waiting, instead of taking a sell right there, I'll sacrifice waiting for this much points to get my confirmation, all right? If my confirmation comes, then I'll take a sell below there, which is going to be 39.84, most likely. If not, maybe I can look for buys above this area because this area here is very important, this area. Yeah, and this is something that we're discussing today in a master touch tonight, actually. Yeah, we're discussing some very incredible stuff. So we'll be discussing this, how to trade, trade daily trading ranges, how to use, how to use station highs and lows to understand the next move on the markets. Yeah, we're going to be detailing on that. Master touch is coming up pretty well so far. Everybody's loving it. I am enjoying, obviously, providing the value, just like I always do. So it's coming along just perfectly fine. Yeah, yesterday we did a couple things, and let me show you guys part of the topics. Okay, I won't show you too much, but let me show you part of the topics that we are looking at inside there. All right, we're looking at how to read candles. Right, very, very important, which is something that I always stress. Like I'm always stressing how you read candles. How should you read candles perfectly? And we looked at that yesterday. Right, so today we're going to look at market stations and daily trading ranges. Right, so look at that as well. We might as well do like trading trains, like how you can trade a train. And I told everybody yesterday that there are times where I trade with the train, okay, like what everybody else has been taught. I know that you also have been told that you should stick to the train, and I do that too, right? But there are also times when I don't trade with the trend, but still I'm still profitable and I still make money from that. More like trading against the trend. Risky as it is, but I have a strategy around that which I'll be sharing tonight as well to everybody else inside there, right? I know you can't join right now, so you probably missed the opportunity. I don't know if we're going to have the next, but I highly doubt. This probably is very exciting. It's going so smooth so far. And yeah, can't wait to see how my traders turn out in a couple months from now. Can't wait to see how they turn out. Yeah. BTC, okay, here we go. If we can break the low here, I think that price can continue going to the downside even further. Maybe volume will accumulate. Yeah, maybe volume will accumulate. What's the duration time you consider a losing streak? Well, you can lose for days, you can lose for weeks, you can lose for months. Losing streak can happen from as low as 2 days. Yeah, because if you lose one day, it's not a losing streak. But if you lose twice in a row, well, you're already on a losing streak, right? So my longest has been a month, like losing straight up for a month. Yeah, which is like 4 weeks. You can imagine. That's been my longest. Crazy as it might seem, but I've had losing streaks like that. You can't make money. Yes, you can't make money from trading. Let's go. Ask me some questions, guys. Can I subscribe to your signals? Yes, you can. Ask me some questions. Let's go. So we're going to trade on BTC. I'm only as long as I can be here based on the questions you're asking and interaction I'm getting. If I don't see it getting as much, I always leave. Yeah, I always leave. Yeah, no confirmation here. Absolutely no confirmation. Let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is in a very strong bearish trend. Yeah. Wow, what did I do? Let's reverse that. I didn't mean to do. Okay, this is a very strong bearish trend on Nasdaq. Kind of looks like it's very persistent. I can't see an opportunity here yet. No, I don't see anything, and I wouldn't really even recommend that you take a trade here. But I think I see one thing: Asian high, London low. Let's observe what happens in between here. Okay, across the day as the day unfolds. Let's observe. There's a high possibility, high chance that maybe price would want to start retracing either here, either there, most likely here before it can go down. All right. So let's just observe. I can't say you take a trade here. No, I don't see anything, right? I know some of you guys like, oh, you want to be like snipers. Like, you know what? I'm seeing some wicks, so I'm going to take a buy right here. You're going to cry. Like, I've seen days where price is leaving wicks, but it still does continue going to downside. So for safety purposes, I don't have a strategy on how to obviously buy right here. No, I can't say I have one. Even if you look at the left side, there's no reference. There's no reference point. Maybe the reference point is going to be here, but look at the kind of candles that we're closing here. Not so convincing, right? So I don't have a strategy personally that tells me to buy here. The only strategy I have would be if price was to close and cross above this level, then maybe I can say, well, we have a chance to buy, okay, which is going to be short term as well, not long term. So could be that. Yeah, I hope you get it anyway. Just hope you get it. But it could be that. Would you recommend trading synthetic indices? Yes and no. But the person I'll bring on the live stream tomorrow trades synthetics. So we'll probably hear from him whether he does recommend and why he recommends trading synthetics. And we'll have an argument as well. Like we'll argue and we'll just like try and see if trading synthetics is really a big deal. I don't trade them anymore. So you probably hear from the person who does. Yeah, so let's see. Let's go check BTC. Let me trade BTC, gold, and Nasdaq. These three assets are the assets I trade the most lately. Okay, we're tracing back there. Gold is trying to gain some volume for sellers. Hasn't gained yet. It's just trying. It doesn't mean you take a sell right there. No. My sell will be if price breaks here. Yeah, if price breaks here, then I'm going to look for a nice sell. Okay, a nice sell. Yeah, depending on the candle also, maybe I'll put my stop something like this or whatever, but just need to wait for that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. Yeah, I know that there's a trend line here. This, right? And I don't know if you consider this a break of a trend line, but it's wise sometimes to look at trend lines like this, right? Yeah, I know that it's wise to do that too. Like you just use like your line chart, and then you look at these turns and stuff. But again, I think like if you look at it this way, this now looks like a break of the trend line. It looks like maybe to some extent, if volume is high, price might want to come here and then grab liquidity, right? Yeah, so it's two ways. I get it. It's two ways. You just want to wait for confirmation. I hope now you see why I'm not taking the sell right where price is, but only taking the sell if price was to fall below here. I hope you see why, but yeah. Would you prefer after price has reached your point of interest or when price is headed? Okay, would you prefer trading after price has reached your point of interest or when price is heading to your point of interest? Well, I'd prefer when price has already reached it. Because why are you trading when price hasn't? If that's your point of reference, wait for price to get into that area, then you can take a trade. So I don't recommend that you take trades if it hasn't reached those points of interest. That's the whole reason why we wait for them. What pair is that? This is gold. My man, this is gold. Are there like number of golden basic rules to trading? It could be. You can formulate your own actually. Yeah. Can the market conditions continue being even in holidays coming soon? Banks won't be active. No, banks will be active often. Banks won't only be active on selected days. And those selected days, most likely volumes will be low. Or Christmas Day, New Year's Day, whatever. Banks are active on the 24th. Banks are active on the 23rd. Every bank is open 23rd. Well, if that's not a weekend, but again, every bank should be open. Okay. So every financial institution that contributes to the volumes on these markets still remains open, except for a few selected days in this same festive season that we're headed to. All right. So don't ever be cheated by anybody. Anybody who ever tell you this, that festive season is a bad time to trade. It's the worst market conditions. No. Last festive season, let me find. I always make reference to this because it was like everybody was like, "Oh, did you really make that? Did you really?" Last festive season, I got a very nice. I had a very nice trading, session. Let me just show you. I like to show things more than just talk about them sometimes. Okay. Where is this though? Okay. No, not this. I haven't shared the screen. No, just relax. All right. I don't want to show you the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I made this much last festive season. Trading from November, December. Yeah. This was around, let's see, this was around, I don't know how much it is currently, but should have been around what? Around maybe 400,000. I don't know, 500,000, whatever the case is. But that was me trading first of season last year. So if anybody tells you first of season is not a good trading time and all that stuff, they're lying to you. They're playing games on you. They want you to slow down. Yeah, they want you to just not put in the efforts that you've been putting in the same. They want you to just take a break like they are taking a break too, right? But who knows? Maybe they've already made more money for themselves and you haven't. There's no need for you to take a break. Markets still remain the same. Condition. If your strategy works, you can still find opportunities in these market conditions, even during festive season. Even Christmas Eve, you can still trade and find opportunities. New Year's Eve, I've done that before, a couple of times. Yeah, but anyway, let me not stress that too much. But again, it's just all up to you. Do you still hold in-person trading sessions? Yeah, still do. Still do. Every week we have sessions going on. Just that now they're more like paid sessions, so people come around. People that pay come around. So yeah, let me put back. Okay, gold there. The volume for sellers is kind of like not so high yet, so we might need to just wait. Yeah, for the fact that you guys say we have a trend line here too. Maybe that trend line is trying to hold the price. Oh, BTC is rejecting the entry. Yeah. So we have a trade here, BTC. Yeah, it's a 50-50 trade. Yeah, well, convincingly price could go all the way here, but maybe sometimes price would want to do that. So, but we holding the trade anyway. We in this trade, so. What's the instant account or challenge account? I don't know. I have no idea. Or was it an instant account or was it a challenge account? Was a challenge account? Psychology, not a lot can change in your trading if only you can develop the discipline to wait for the candle to close. Speaking from my experience, yes. And this is somebody who is making good money for themselves telling you that. Okay, Charlie is one guy he's trading perfectly. He's doing he's doing a spot. I think he's got a very good consistent track record. right? So the best, I think, is always wait for candle to close. Just like he says, wait for a candle to close, basically. It's the hardest thing to do because sometimes you're tempted, like, oh, I need to get in, I need to get in, but just wait for the candle to close. You're more safe than you regretting. Okay, you're better off being safe than you regretting. Does every trading strategy have to deal with patience and like how long? Yeah, patience in different ways. Patience to hold trades, patience to give the strategy time, enough time and data that it needs to prove itself, all right, over time. So if you're gonna pick up any strategy along the way and say you learn it for 2 days and conclude it doesn't work in 2 days, you're playing yourself actually, because the same strategy, somebody gave it 3 months or 6 months and they proved that it works and they got the details about the strategy and they're able to obviously utilize it. So it's patience in different ways. Patience in trading itself, patience to be able to give your strategy enough time and data it needs, right? So the time is allocating a lot of trades across a period of time, okay? That also means that you might want to be taking positions, right? Based on the same strategy, not based on anything else. Like take positions every now and then, and compound this data, all right? Put it in the sheet, look at it, come back and look at the sheet and just try and understand how many winners are you getting? You know, are you getting good entries? You know, try and like, you know, just have that data, then go back to it and see, all right? But again, if you have data for like 2 weeks or a week, it might not be enough, all right? So yeah, just give it time and then you see. I've already entered. Have you already entered BTC? Yes, I have. Markets will definitely tempt. Okay. When are you going to do a segment on how to trade news? Soon. But I always come here to talk about news as well. May you give the settings for happy hour VIP? No, I won't do that. I won't do that. I think it's because they believe that there is some sort of like exhaustion in overall volatility during the first of season. Hence, that's why it discourages trading during versus. Yeah, they could discourage you trading during first of season because yeah, the volumes might change, but they don't entirely change. I've had some of my best trading months in first of season. I've had some of my best trading times during first of season. It just comes down to your strategy, honestly. Mwamba. Is it Mwamba? Mwamba. Okay, whatever. But again, it just comes down to your trading strategy. All right. If your strategy can give you entries, okay, as long as candles are in motion, well, easy. Just take those. You just take those trades. Kindly check out gold. All right, let's check out gold. Is gold giving us an entry? No. I told you 2 things. Maybe I need to pinpoint this. Exhaustion, right? Where has it gone though? Because I had it here. Exhaustion, right? Yeah, this exhaustion. Waiting to see how this area of interest, how price reacts to this area of interest. Okay? If price breaks above this area of interest, we're going to look for buys. Price could go up. If it doesn't, you know where I'm going to look for sells? It's below here. Let me say sell below 39. Okay, 39.83. That's where I'm going to sell from. Okay, yeah, sell below here. Simple, just that. Sell below there. No strategy is 100%. Just give a strategy with a win rate at least 40% and risk to reward 1 to 2 or more, then you will be in profits. Okay, nice. Yeah, no strategy is 100%. I think it also just comes down to who's possessing the strategy, because all strategies I think do work, to be honest. But I think who the guy who is implementing, like who is the what kind of person are you? Are you disciplined enough? You know, can you respect the rules that's been given to you around that style? You know, yeah, it just comes down to that. So I kind of feel like all strategies do work. Same, actually, I've taken some of the best trades during first of season. Nice, beautiful. I guess I'm not alone. Guys, I'll leave here in a bit. I hope you got some value. Yeah, we have a trade, which is the value you're getting here, right? Easy trade. It's in profits here. Hope you got some value though. I'll leave you in a bit. I thought I'd just come here and rant a little bit. Of course, not rant, but provide some value, like I always do. Let's see, what news events do we have this week? What interesting news events? I think we should have CPI. Is it? Let me check. No, we don't have CPI. We should be having NFP. Yeah. But you see, even though, because of the whole government shutdown, right? There's no time, meaning it could change still. Like we might not even get it. But we have ADP on Wednesday. Then we have the monetary policy for the pound, which is the interest rate for the pound on Thursday. Quite interesting. If you trade pound yen, pound USD, very interesting day on Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. Very interesting. This bank governor speaking is the same as Powell speaking during FOMC. Okay, it's the same thing as Powell speaking during FOMC. Because 30 minutes after that, he also comes and speaks after the bank rate, which is the interest rate. Okay, 30 minutes after that, he comes and speaks. Then you have a report there, which is like the FOMC statement. So if you trade this, you could trade it the same way as you trade FOMC. Well, the same way I trade FOMC is the same way you can trade this, right? So the interest rate is like 4%. They're hoping to maintain it at 4% as well. I don't know if they will, but most likely they should. Yeah, we'll see about that. Boring market conditions on BTC, yeah, but just be patient. What's your take on NAS right now? I think I mentioned that I'm not seeing any opportunities, but I think wait for price to do something like this. Oh, yeah, wait for price to do something like that. Oh, God is accumulating buyers. God is accumulating buyers now. Can't confirm yet, but it's accumulating buyers. If you want to get the same trades I will be having later on throughout the day, guys, there's a link in the description right now. Open your account using, let me see actually if that link is even there. You know, I think it should be, right? Yeah, it's the first link on the stream. Yes, actually. So if you go to the stream right now, there's this link here. Okay, this link. So you click the link and okay, it's gonna load up. Right, it's doing like a verification check. It's obviously your preferred broker. Then you can put up your details, country you're from, your email, your password. Then you can open an account easily like that. When you're done doing that, you could hit me up, and then I'm gonna add you to our VIP platform where, you know, sometimes I'm not on stream, but again, I want to share some trades, and you know, yeah, I would just like to obviously share my side of thoughts. Well, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose too, but I think the beautiful side of it is that at least we share these trades, so you could get access to those trades as well, which is something like this. All right, so you probably will be in here, get updates and all of that, right, from different trades. Some are winners, some are losers, but we focus more on winning more than we lose, so should be good for you. I think so. Yeah. Also, I've noticed that there's an adequate volume in gold during early London. Yeah, it's basically called pre-London, right? So always there's pre-London volumes as well. Yeah, it isn't as volatile during that time. It's a bit safer to open. It's a bit safer as opposed to New York session. Okay, good observation. Don't have access to my country where I reside. Hit me up. I'll give you another platform you can use besides Essence. But again, I don't know what country that is, but I can give you another platform that you could use. Yeah. What's your stop on BTC? The stop is somewhere here. It's right there. All right, guys. I'm gonna leave you now. Okay, you couldn't see this. Oh, sorry. My bad. Stop is somewhere there. Yeah, sorry for that. But you only trade NAS during New York? No, but I trade Nasdaq, I trade gold, I trade BTC USD a lot lately. I trade those three a lot lately. Do you stick to your trading plan or you make adjustments like moving stops? And yeah, it depends. Different trade scenarios, different implementations. Some I obviously just stick. Most of them I do stick to my trading plan, like hold the trade to stop or TP, whatever. But it depends. Different trades, different scenarios. So like this trade I'm holding, BTC. If candles start closing in a different weird way, I'm gonna close it. If they continue closing in a way that I look at continuations, I obviously keep holding. Right. Peace out, guys. Bye bye. Have a beautiful time. We'll probably see you later on, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, whatever the case is. But have an interesting guest tomorrow. He's a Zambian guy, Zambian trader. You will love to hear from him. Um, I'm not one of those guys who's not down to bring on other traders and talk and just have like trade sessions. Now, I don't fear stealing anything from me, because I know some people will be like, oh, he's gonna steal your audience. No, you can't do that. There's nothing like that actually. It's a very illiterate idea to assume that collaborating or maybe doing something with somebody else who's doing something similar means that they could get off people from you. No, whoever is on your side of the business will always be there. Like, your best people always be there. So there's nothing like that. Whatever. But you guys tune in tomorrow. I'll let you know who the guest is going to be later on today, and then you could be part of the stream. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye from me, and have a beautiful, beautiful remaining day. Trade safely. Still holding this trade, by the way.